Coming up next on Full Sail Live, we'll preview Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final. We'll see if the Washington Capitals have the possibility of clinching their first Stanley Cup in franchise history. Then we'll discuss quarterback Kirk Cousins going to the Minnesota Vikings and how bright the future looks for Vikings fans. Plus, we'll also talk about the Jameis Winston suspension. We'll see what led up to the suspension as well as who will be filling in Jameis' shoes at the QB position. We will also talk about why New Jersey won a Supreme Court battle to legalize sports betting. And that's all coming up and much more on Full Sail Live.
Welcome into Full Sail Live, everyone. I'm Joe Riechers. With a 3-1 series lead heading into Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Final tonight in Vegas, the Washington Capitals look to clinch the franchise's first Stanley Cup title. The Vegas Golden Knights look to stop the Capitals by forcing a Game 6 back in Washington on Sunday night. To do this, though, Vegas goaltender Marc-Andre Fleury will have to step up after struggling in the past few games.
Standing postseason prior to the series with the Capitals, Marc-Andre Fleury has had his struggles since Game 1. Fleury has allowed 16 goals in 4 games, which has led Vegas fans speechless. The Caps have limited the Golden Knights to just 5 goals in the last 3 games. If the Capitals were to win tonight, it would be the first Stanley Cup for Captain Alex Ovechkin and head coach Barry Trotz. This would also be the franchise's first Stanley Cup in their 44 years of existence.
Vegas Golden Knights look to halt the celebration for the Capitals tonight with what would be a much-needed win on home ice. The Knights look to get right back into the series tonight and topple the bad vibes that have gone their way the past few games. No matter the result tonight, win or lose, it is still a historic season that Knights fans will be talking about for years to come.
After being under the franchise tag with the Washington Redskins the past 2 seasons, quarterback Kirk Cousins has officially signed with the Minnesota Vikings. The former Redskins quarterback will get a $3 million signing bonus and also have a base salary of $22.5 million. The guarantees made by the Vikings surpassed the previous record in the deal Detroit Lions quarterback Matt Stafford signed last year. The fact that Minnesota went all in on Kirk Cousins means that the Vikings are ready to win and win now. So get ready, Vikings fans. Your team's future is looking bright.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Jameis Winston has been suspended for the first 3 games of the season after the league learned that Winston had groped a female Uber driver in March of 2016. The league announced it was looking into the matter when the incident was first reported by BuzzFeed News in November of 2017. Ryan Fitzpatrick will take over the quarterback duties for the first 3 games of the season. The Bucs open the season in New Orleans on September 9th.
Today, the NCAA released a statement on the new Supreme Court sports wagering decision. And the NCAA says, today the United States Supreme Court issued a clear decision that PASPA is unconstitutional, reversing the lower courts that held otherwise. While we are still reviewing the decision to understand the overall implications of college sports, we will adjust sports wagering and championship policies to align with the direction of the sport. The state of New Jersey was the first to bring attention to the law and pass their own betting laws, but soon many states may follow in Jersey's footsteps.
Dodgers head coach Dave Roberts benched Cody Bellinger yesterday for what he called a lack of hustle in the 5th inning. Roberts would go on to say that Bellinger is too talented to do things such as what happened yesterday. Bellinger, when asked about his head coach's comments, said, "I'm always hustling, and it didn't make much sense to me, but I get it, he's trying to prove a point." Here are the highlights from the game yesterday.
Pitching for the Giants yesterday was pitcher Ty Black versus the Dodgers' Kenta Maeda. Then in the bottom of the first with 2 runners on and 2 outs, Evan Longoria would hit a 3-run blast that would make it 3-0 Giants. Giants were still up 3-0 in the bottom of the 3rd with a runner on first and 2 outs when Brandon Belt doubled off the brick wall in right field. Buster Posey would score, making it 4-0 Giants. The Dodgers would put up 2 runs, but the Giants would hold them off, winning 4-2. Coming up next on Full Sail Live, we'll discuss Tiger Woods returning to the world of golf with the Hero World Challenge. We'll see what the golfer has to say about returning better than ever after having a rocky start last year in the world of golf. We'll discuss that much and more next on Full Sail Live.